HopOutBlick just jeopardized his homicide case.
In September of 2023, HopOutBlick was arrested and charged in the death of 2 teens, among other serious charges, for what authorities say is his role in the April 2023 incident in the Northeast Philly, in which 5 members from PNB allegedly went to swap guns with another group of 5 teens from North Philly. The incident resulted in a quadruple shooting where 4 people were shot and 3 died. One of the teens who died was from Blick's side. His name was Leafy, and the 2 teens from North Philly, La from No Chill and Leak or Malik Ballard. When officers arrived at the scene, it was chaos. People in the street were shot and wounded, and the 3 teens were found strewn from the sidewalk all the way into the house. 17-year-old Malik Ballard was found shot on the sidewalk. 18-year-old SLIXZZ was located on the front porch, and the body of 14-year-old Salah Fleming was found inside the house by the doorway. All 3 were pronounced dead on the scene by the medics. There was also a 16-year-old boy who was shot and driven to Jefferson Frankfurt Hospital by a vehicle that police later called up with at Whitaker and Bingham Streets. 2 juveniles ages 15 and 16 were found inside that car and were taken into custody and later charged in connection to the deadly shooting, according to authorities. A gun was also recovered. 5 people from Uptown, HopOutBlick or Kazir Reeves, SLIXZZ or Leafy, Taj Lennon and Tyree Lennon or F.A., who are cousins, and B.D. or Kevin Yip. All are accused of attending a meetup to sell guns to some kids from North Philly. Those kids.
Well, I thought it was a 3v3. I don't know why.
Or Salah Fleming, who was 14, Leaky or Malik Ballard, who was 17, along with 3 other people who I can't name at this time.
5v5. Initials
JB, AW, and RB. Tragedy struck that day as the gun sale turned into scenes that looked like gunfights at the OK Corral. Eventually, in the fall last year, authorities had F.A. or Tyree Lennon and HopOutBlick in custody. Authorities would bide their time taking this to trial, asking for continuance after continuance, as it seems they're having trouble trying to piece together a puzzle that would lead to convictions.
Damn.
And as to what exactly happened that day, they of course have their theories. The killings were a result of a gun swap gone wrong, Assistant District Attorney Sidney Pope said. On the afternoon of April 28, 2023, a group of young men from North Philadelphia were meeting at a house in Longcrest with a crew from Germantown. The plan was that both sides...
I don't know why. I don't even know. I don't even know why they beef. I don't know how they beef. I don't know anything. But when you do gun swaps, you're not supposed to... Obviously, you're not supposed to go with motherfuckers you beef with. But, like, I don't know if it was, like, a backdoor situation. They thought they was meeting somebody else or something. But you supposed to, like I'm from... You from, like, they from fucking West Philly. They should do some shit with South Philly. Like, fucking, let's swap guns here and there. And, like, that's how it's supposed to go.
And swap them, Pope said. A common practice among people involved in crime to get rid of quote,
some people that's out the way you got no
that they have been used in
nothing
shooting.
With. I'm trying to get these bitches off.
Though, intended to rob the other side of their weapons and cash, Pope said. But something went wrong and shots rang out from both sides. The 3 teens were killed and a 16-year-old was injured in the gunfire. Blick gained notoriety and became infamous in Philly for his antics afterwards. He went on a run as his name and face was posted on the Philly's Most Wanted list, releasing music videos, mixtapes, and interviews while on the run. In 2022, under the name Smoke PNB, he released a few songs underground before settling on a moniker, HopOutBlick. He then joined YBC Duel as partners in crime in the heyday of Philly Drill in 2022 and 2023. Blick from PNB and Duel from YBC collabed on many songs and racked up millions of views on YouTube and Spotify. If you want to learn more about HopOutBlick's full story, I have a 2-part documentary breaking down his situation and his gang's beef in more detail. One of the victims of the quadruple shooting in April 2023 was 14-year-old Salah Fleming, or La. La was family with Curry from YFA. Curry, who obviously has connections to YBC and Duel, took exception to HopOutBlick and Duel dissing his family member. Curry is currently doing 42.5 to 85 years for the murder of 3 teens and the wounding of one of those teens' father in 2021. Curry and Duel have obvious history, as I said before. Curry and Blick were locked in before all this went down as well. Here's Blick posting Curry in 2021.
Wow.
The rift happened after Curry, who was incarcerated, told Duel and Blick to stop this and lie, or it's up for both of them.
I made this shit, I lost Switchy. They should've took me. L Curry Doe and BD. That's a big three. We catch a nigga on these side. He getting
What the fuck?
The new information released today as police try to track down those behind Friday's violence in Lawncrest. The victims here range in age from 14 to 18. And one of the people police are trying to find today is a teenager himself.
And I ain't worried about this case because I'm spanking. I'm innocent and they know that. They just framing Blick. And
I'm not looking at it right now.
I said blame the snitch. I know that chop in, no talk, fling the wood. Like why they talking to the cops? That's not gangster shit. I watch my
Blick, you've been charged with murder. What do you have to say for yourself?
We fry a lot and he can't pop no more willies. Them big ass 40 holes like he felt the 10 milli.
What am I looking at, bro?
And just gave up them glizzies. They made a wrong move and then I tool it off his switch. He took that risk and we shot Leaky in his kidney. I felt it in his chest and he started spitting up. And Leaky got left on the sidewalk, he ain't getting up. We got 2 new Vicks, we call him double L for lying Leaky. We throw L's down for them and L's up for Leafy. Still I should've shot his gun, but he ain't get to squeeze it. And Leaky just was in the way, so they had left him leaking. We should've knew chill.
What am I looking at, bro? What is going on, bro?
First, Curry let his feelings be known on an IG story post, as well as a regular Instagram.
Nah, but he got other lyrics that be saying like, oh, they framed me for the bodies. Oh, the snitches snitching, but he telling lies and shit. But how the fuck Curry gonna be beefing with HopOutBlick and him and Duel doing songs and shit? I'm confused.
Blick decided to keep dissing lie. Duel made the decision to actually adhere to what Curry was requesting. It goes to show you how Duel loyalties can put you in a vulnerable position of having to pick a side. YPC Duel went ahead and made it clear in the song when he said L's up for lie and Leafy.
I'm throwing double L's up, that's for lie and Leafy, but it's fucking no chills and L down for Leafy.
Blick continues to diss lie to this day.
Them niggas thought they was our friends, them niggas thought wrong. Like young boy, get that shit up or you ain't going home.
Sick, so
they thought
crazy.
that we was locked in, but they misunderstood. If only I still had my twin, it should've all be good.
Kaiser Reeves or HopOutBlick didn't need a fancy set, special effects, or even a change of clothes for his latest music video. He had
Why does Leaf fuck with Blick and Kwani? He fuck with Blick and Kwani? I know he fuck with Kwani. I know he fuck with Blick.
He needed right there in his cramped, dimly lit, dirty jail cell on State Road. The 20-year-old rapper was arrested in September of 2023 and is awaiting trial for the double homicide I spoke of earlier. But that didn't stop him from dropping a new song and a full-on music video filmed from inside the Quran Fromhold Correctional Facility. I believe he got his hands on a contraband cell phone to make it happen. In the music video for I'm Still Alive, Blick stands in his orange jumpsuit, rapping straight into the camera. His background says it all. Stained wall.
Wait, what's that shit at? It gotta be doing some number, bruh. It gotta be at least 100K, bruh. It's been like a week or some shit, bro. He should have did on his channel though. Damn! 300K in a week? Who does he think he is, bruh?
A filthy metal toilet and Chi-Chi's getting cold in the back.
Yo.
Stained walls, a filthy metal toilet, and Chi-Chi's getting cold in the background. Blick has been locked up since September, as I said, charged with a long list of serious crimes. 2 counts of murder for Salah Fleming and Malik Ballard. Attempted murder for the other teen that was shot that day. Robbery and illegal gun possession. His latest stunt didn't go unnoticed. Prison officials searched his cell the day after.
I mean, shit, been locked up since fucking September 23, so it's gonna be over.
And found the cell phone.
But yeah, it's not a new
Smuggling
song.
contraband in the Philly jails.
He was talking about the day when the fucking they were saying he dead and shit.
Found the cell
that shit was a
phone.
crazy day, bro.
Smuggling contraband.
I was live and all. I was confused, bro.
But lately, with staffing shortages leading to fewer cell searches, it's becoming an even bigger issue within the jails, according to officials.
Having a contraband phone and keeping after the real life is crazy.
Makes it easier for inmates to sneak in banned items, fuels violence, and gives people like Blick the tools to pull something like this off. The city's Department of Prisons insists they're cracking down. In a statement, they said getting rid of contraband is a top priority. They brought in a new security director, expanded their canine search team, and installed body scanners to x-ray incoming inmates, which they've been had. I don't know why they said in the article they just installed it. Whether that'll be enough to keep phones, cameras, and everything else out of their hands is still up for debate. Assistant District Attorney Sidney Pope, who is the prosecutor on Blick's case, isn't going to be happy to hear about the news. Blick is currently in a hole for administrative segregation and will probably remain there until his trial later this year. The chase for clout and internet fame is put front and center in this story. Blick has made questionable decisions his whole life, so this isn't really that surprising. It's actually sad to see the length that some people like him will go to stay relevant. The even sadder thing is that without all of Blick's antics, he actually has a chance at beating his case. I, of course, am not a legal expert, but what the prosecution presented as direct evidence was not very convincing in my opinion. I go over all of this in the video I made the day after his preliminary hearing last year.
Case.
A prosecutor must still prove every element of the offense beyond a reasonable doubt before the jury can convict someone solely based on circumstantial evidence. The prosecutor must convince the jury that the only reasonable conclusion that can be drawn from the circumstantial evidence is that the defendant is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Very, very important. This can be difficult, especially in situations where the circumstantial evidence may point to other possibility or reasonable explanation. This is exactly the situation Blick finds himself in. No gun or ballistics link him to the crime. His biggest piece of circumstantial evidence he's going to have to overcome is that CIU expert and his lyrics. His lyrics, as I've said before, are going to be very problematic for him in this case. Sidney Pope said HopOutBlick rapped about the shooting afterwards and played a song in which he and Taj Lennon, known as Baby Stu, talked about stealing Fleming's gun from the scene.
He'll never pay. Forever been a dub, cause I can't get my brother back. Salah died with his gun, we took his cousin get. Leaky died cause he was there, that got his melon crack. Free Lil Sai played the field like he a running back. Salah felt it in his chest and he start spitting up. And Leaky got left on the sidewalk, he ain't getting up. We got 2 new Vicks, we call him double L for lying Leaky. Nigga, we throw L's down for them and L's up for Leafy. Salah should've shot his gun, but he ain't get to squeeze it. And Leaky just was in the way, so they had left him leaking. We should've knew Chill was gonna tell cause he was fucking.
When the song was played in court Tuesday, FA appeared to sing along.
Like, the thing is, bro, like, if a jury hears that shit, like, what are they gonna say, bro? What can they say? That lawyer better be on point, bro.
It's picked up on Blick's stunt and wrote about it. The bloggers did as well. Whatever spotlight Blick wanted, he has now. I know the other inmates aren't going to be happy about having their cells stripped daily and all the extra attention the jail is receiving. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Thanks for watching American Confidential.
Yeah, that's a good fucking point, bro, about the other cells
next time, be
getting
safe.
raided and shit. I think Blick know he cooked and honestly just stopped caring and is more focused on being remembered than forgotten. Yo. I feel like it's whole fucking life, bro. Like, I feel like Blick just been a crash out, bro. Swapping guns, how more what do you mean? How more obvious could a setup be? Shit, comment. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to present Exhibit A. Literally, bro. That first day out check is gonna go crazy. That shit's gonna go crazy, bro, if it happens. But it's just like, I just don't see a world where Blick comes home from this shit and just, oh, I'm gonna be a rapper, I'm gonna change my ways and shit and be focused on this shit. I just think like he's just gonna go down doing the same shit, down the same path. Unless like he really sees what Duel did and he really wants to get signed, and I just don't think he cares, bro. I just don't think he cares about the music, but he only does it just to diss the odds, bro. He's just a D1 crash out, bro. Like, you've seen Bucks get in the studio with Herb and like Leaf, like, I feel like showed him the ways, like, you guys should do this shit and make hella bread off this shit and actually have a way out. And even though Bucks locked up right now, I feel like he gonna come home and be more focused than ever. But I just don't have no hope for Blick. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Just his mentality and everything. Beyond cooked.